I want to share a small lesson that I learned that made a huge impact on my productivity. And it's this one small change, as small as it is, it literally changed everything for me. And what it is just the way that I switched up my routine. What do I mean? Well, basically, in the summer, I was going for a walk every single day because it was a good habit, right? I was going for a walk right in the morning. I'd go, and then when I come back, that was when I would do my work. And it was working for a while in a sense because my goal at the time was just to improve my mental health. And I was getting better because as I was going for these walks, I would enjoy the process, right? I would come back home feeling way better. But I'd feel drained of energy. It's kind of like a weird feeling because inside I felt better, I felt happier, but I didn't have enough energy to actually work. I would sit down on my desk, try and write, and I just couldn't think. It just wasn't coming out. And I'd probably get like 2 hours tops of good quality work done in the entire day. And that's pretty pathetic compared to how many hours I was actually working. But you see, I did this one change, and all that was moving the walk to a later part in the day. You see, it's not about the walk. It's about how it then changed the structure of the rest of my routine. Meaning, because the walk was later, I put the work in the beginning part of the day. So the walk was no longer the beginning. It wasn't right when I woke up like it always was. Instead, right when I was waking up, the moment that I opened my eyes, I went straight to work. Literally, I would just get right to the laptop and start typing away. And within this last month, my productivity has increased like 3 times the amount. I'm literally reaching 6 hours of deep work every single morning. Every single morning. And on top of that, I actually feel good doing it. I actually look forward to it the night before. That's crazy. Doesn't that seem crazy to you? To know it's like you could actually feel inspired and motivated to do that kind of work. But I wasn't feeling that way before. I wasn't feeling motivated to work. When I would come home before, when my walk was in the morning, I didn't feel motivated. Like I felt some sense of like drive towards doing it, but literally the moment that I sat down, I'm all ready to go. I would sit there and my mind would go blank and I wouldn't know what to write. And you see, right now, working every single morning, I'm getting so much more work done. I'm so much more productive and it's enjoyable in the process. So you see, this is just one thing that I did. I didn't do all these other things that you could check online of all these productivity tips, right? How many of those videos have you watched about productivity? And they tell you like, ooh, there's this new Notion template. Why don't you try that one out? How many more note-taking apps are you going to download? How many more productivity tips are you going to learn about? And nothing's helping you become more productive. It's the smallest things that matter. Get down to the basics. That's all you need. You know what I do in the morning to become so productive? I have absolutely no distractions. I put my phone on silent and I put it far away from my laptop. So that way, there's absolutely no reason for the phone to go off, and now it takes me out of focus. Instead, I just stare at my screen. In fact, I don't even open up a browser tab. All I do is have my note-taking app there. And you know what it is? It's just notes, like Apple Notes. It's simple. You don't need all the fancy stuff. Now, there's no problem with it inherently, but oftentimes, like, you could get more distracted from all these like bells and whistles that come along with it. You just need the bare bones. All you need is just, like, think about it, like in the old days, all you need is like a typewriter, a piece of paper, and then the keyboard. That's all you need. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper, and you're good to go. Use your mind. You see, the reason you're not becoming productive is simply because you're not allowing your brain to just think. But not just that, this ties back to what we talked about. It just may not be the right time of day. See, not all hours of the day are equal. I've learned that the hard way. You see, I thought that as long as I have a certain block of time that I would get the work done. But I blocked out the same amount of time. There's 6 hours right after I'd come back from my walk, but I wasn't as productive. I put it in the beginning of the day and I was more productive. A simple change like that, how does that work, right? It still seems crazy to me. Like, how does that actually work? It's just about the fact that like your the type of work that you're doing requires a lot of cognitive thinking, right? You're using your brain to work. And that means you need to utilize the best point in the day to do that. And when do you think that is? Right in the morning, right after you've had a good night's sleep, you go straight to work because your brain is working at its full capacity. You go do other things like check your phone, or even positive things like working out or going for a walk. You're going to deplete your brain's resources. And because of that, you're not going to be productive when you sit down to work. So make sure that you're choosing the best pocket of time available for you. Not all hours are equal. Figure out what time of day works best for you. I think for the majority of people, it's going to be in the morning. It will be. But they're going to have some resistance to doing it, right? Because when you wake up in the morning, do you really want to get straight to work? No, they don't. But you know what? Like I said, I actually want to, genuinely want to. So maybe you'd surprise yourself. Maybe you would try it and be like, you know what? This actually is enjoyable, way more than I had expected. And it's more fulfilling knowing that I'm actually getting work done now. I'm working on this course right now. It's actually like a pretty intensive program that I'm working on. And I'm really excited to share it here because it's highly related to all the stuff that I talk about here. Self-improvement, learning lessons, how your brain works, how to become more productive, how to get rid of distractions. Everything is like tied in with this one program. And I absolutely love working on it, and I'm absolutely so excited to share it because I think it's going to help a lot of people. So I just wanted to mention that, not as like a pitch, but just kind of to share it with you that something is in the works. And I'm hoping that if you're still here watching this channel, you're watching this video, then you're probably somebody who would absolutely benefit from this. And you're somebody who would absolutely enjoy this type of program. So there's going to be more to come in the future, but I just wanted to share that at the end of this video. So the main takeaway from this video is just the fact that you need to be more productive. And the way to do that is literally just by making a small change. Small changes can have big ripple effects in your life. Figure out what that is for you, and I'll see you in the next one.